to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and you're about to listen to a hypnosis session all about finding the courage, the confidence, and the authenticity to be able to be more visible, move forward, and actually have a positive impact. And I was working with a client that was themselves a therapist, and in their childhood, there was a lot of judgment, a lot of criticism, sometimes with good intentions, but it kind of gave them the incentive to be small and not speak up. And they were now in a position where their ability to directly impact the lives of other people in a really positive way required them to be more vocal and to speak up and to put their head above the parapet. And quite rightly, they were feeling mixed emotions. Part of them wanted to change the world and part of them wanted to hide away in the shadows. And those things don't really coexist for a long period of time. So this was about them feeling that they could finally step forward and deal with whatever comes. And if that's judgment, if that's criticism, bring it on. They can deal with it. So it's about anchoring and harnessing a very resourceful state because the juice is worth the squeeze, because what they can do with that courage and confidence matters. And this, I hope, will resonate with people that are mission-driven. If you're doing something that actually has a positive impact on the lives of other people, and yet you're still playing a bit small and you're holding yourself back, I would encourage you not to think about yourself, but think about the people who absolutely need your help. And that might be the thing that actually says, well, okay, I'm happy to go over this, even if it's judgmental, even if it's kind of uncomfortable. I'll do it because what I do is important. It impacts people. It makes a positive difference. And that might be the catalyst that you need alongside this hypnosis session, because that's essentially what it's all about. It was created for an individual. Some of the references might not relate to you because it was created for the client that I'm working with. So hone into the bits that are relevant, ignore anything that aren't. And if you like the idea of a completely bespoke session where you can work with me rather than listening to the recordings that I do for other people, I would encourage you to either visit my website, adamcox.co.uk, have a look in the show notes, the more information section of this episode, or you can just kind of Google me and you will find lots of information about me. But if you want a consultation call to explore working with me, you can actually get that at a discounted price because you're listening right now to the show if you use the coupon code podcast. So consider that if you've thought about working with me. For now, though, you might get some value from this session. So find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be distracted or disturbed. Relax and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in a wonderful feeling of pure relaxation. And as you exhale, just relax those eyelids, feel the heaviness, and with your eyes closed, focus on the sound of my voice, breathing in relaxation and exhaling tension. And if you need to position your body in such a way where relaxation becomes natural and effortless, just do that now. Continuing to breathe in pure, resourceful relaxation, and continuing to exhale any frustrations, any doubts, any baggage of the past. Just allow your outward breath to be the release valve of anything unconsciously suppressed. Find that rhythm. where the deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you feel. And the more relaxed you feel, the deeper you breathe. A wonderful cycle of ever-increasing relaxation, where you can drift deeper and deeper relaxed. Because as your body relaxes, your imagination awakens. And I wonder if you can imagine a beautiful island. And perhaps you can imagine a boat on crystal clear waters. Perhaps you can imagine, just for this journey in your imagination, the boat only contains you, drifting in and out of islands there in the Mediterranean. The warmth of the sun and the gentle movement of the sea. And I want you to imagine connecting with a breeze, the sound of water, the fusion of everything. The water, the colors, the brightness. Almost like the universe had cleared a path just for you. And with every gentle movement on that boat, allow yourself to drift even deeper. You don't need to control the entire sea to trust yourself upon it. You just respond to each movement, each wave as it comes, breathing in confidence and breathing out the old need to curl up, be quiet, or fold in upon yourself. Find the rhythm of your breath. That's it. And float back to a time when being quiet felt safer. A younger part of you that learned that speaking could attract anger, criticism, or even blame. And you can acknowledge that that part had a very good intention. It tried to protect you by keeping you out of the limelight, by keeping you small. But you are not that powerless child anymore. You are intelligent, capable, with knowledge and experience, and choices, and a powerful voice of your own. And so you can thank that younger part for everything it tried to do. But it's now time to let it know that you are safe enough to be seen now, and you are strong enough to be heard, and you can speak without sacrificing your peace. Maybe there was a time where disagreement felt like danger, or criticism felt like punishment, or another person's judgment was a verdict on your worth. But listen calmly and distinguish useful feedback from empty noise. You can keep whatever helps you grow and allow everything else to pass through you like wind through the trees. And you always can connect to that sound. Wind moving through branches and never asking permission to be heard. The tree does not hide away because the wind arrives. its roots hold firm, while its branches remain flexible. And so, you can be the same. But your roots are integrity, and your flexibility is in your thoughts, and yet unshakable in your mission and purpose. Because deep within you is that same light that you recognize in others, like a candle of hope, confidence, will, and life. And maybe there were moments that it felt that your light was dimming, but it never went out. You protected it. And what if now it's the time to stop hiding it? What if once what was a candle flame can now be a beacon of hope for others that fear that their light is dimming? Because more than most, you understand what it means when someone has been silenced, sidelined, when they have questioned their reality, or lost confidence, or forgotten who they are. And maybe your mission is to help them return to themselves, to help them believe again, to keep their light alive until they are ready to protect and strengthen it for themselves. And so, each time you speak authentically, you become evidence of the very transformation you offer others. You don't need to know everything in order to say something valuable. You've studied and lived and listened and helped, and so you know enough to take the next step. And you can continue learning as you move, because perfection was never the requirement. Integrity is the requirement. Compassion, that's the foundation. With the courage to serve being the fuel. And you already possess those things. And maybe you can recognize now that criticism itself can be harnessed, used as fuel to put on the fire, to even become that Uno reverse card. Someone may direct judgment toward you, but what if instead of causing you to shrink, it actually becomes the catalyst to stand even taller? An opportunity to clarify your values, strengthen your message, and demonstrate calm, regulated courage. And if criticism doesn't come, you just continue your mission peacefully. And if it does, you can smile, recognizing that visibility creates opinions. And maybe those opinions are evidence that your voice is traveling, connecting, impacting. And either way, you are moving forward. You don't need everyone to approve of you. You only need the right person to hear you at the right moment. One person who discovers hope because you spoke is worth 1,000 people who misunderstand, disagree, or just scroll past. And somewhere, someone needs the message that only you can deliver in your particular way. but they can't find you if you remain hidden. And they can't hear you if you silence yourself. Maybe you could imagine yourself in the near future, stepping up, becoming more visible, stepping forward, moving in such a way that you become discoverable. Maybe writing, recording, publishing, posting. Maybe it's speaking on a stage or broadcasting to the world, sharing your knowledge about all the things you know way more than most through lived experience, not just words in a book. And maybe as you see that future version of you, already oozing confidence, authentic, aligned, connected, notice the posture of that future version of you. Shoulders relaxed, head raised, breathing steadily, calm enough to think and strong enough to respond, and authentic enough to connect. You're not looking for trouble. You're looking for the people who need your help. And whenever an old doubt asks, "Who are you to say this?" invite that other, stronger voice to answer, "I am someone who cares enough to come forward to speak up. My voice has purpose, and my authority is my authenticity. I can be compassionate without becoming small, and I can face judgment without abandoning myself. I don't shy away from conflict. I can meet it." And perhaps you can imagine that boat there on the crystal waters, returning towards an island. But the version of you that returns is somehow stronger, freer, oozing more confidence, a compelling vision of a future where you impact at a level that feels enticing, exciting, compelling, and mission-driven. The water behind you shows how far you've traveled, and the journey ahead reminds you of how much is still possible. And as you return, I want you to feel your batteries fully recharged. Feel excited, almost like the future version of you is pulling you towards them. Not hidden, not diminished, visible enough to guide those who've been searching for exactly what you offer. Perhaps you could imagine leaving the boat, returning to the island, and stepping into the most confident, capable version of you. And very soon I will count from 1 to 10. But it's that version of you that will return. Confident, capable, authentic, driven by mission, and not deterred by doubts. So take a deep breath, in through your nose, and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, connect and calibrate into the here and the now. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, that's it. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of The Hypnotist. If you've enjoyed this episode or got some value from it, please give it a 5-star rating and review. And maybe you know someone that would also benefit from this particular episode, in which case share the episode with them so they can also get the benefit too. And if you would like to listen to this episode where it's just the hypnosis, so no intro, no outro, no explanation, just the hypnosis and completely ad-free, there will be a link in the description where you can subscribe at a very low cost and only get access to the hypnosis. So if that's of interest, please check that out. Thank you again for being a regular listener of The Hypnotist, and I'll see you again soon for more.